you're beautiful, as he is beautiful, as all of us, even the debaters, are beautiful. And yet, most of us spend a good portion of our everyday lives looking in the mirror, criticizing ourselves, pointing out problem areas, and generally going, oh. We compare ourselves to celebrities, all of whom, in our eyes, exemplify the ultimate in beauty, sensuality, and airbrushing. Yes, airbrushing. That also handy technique employed by magazines worldwide to make the attractive look perfect. Perfectly preventing me from enjoying a huge piece of cheesecake. But why do we starve ourselves in order to conform to what we perceive as society's concept of beauty? And where does beauty come from? Can it be photographed and plastered on a 50-foot billboard? Or circulated on 1 million magazine covers? Consider for a moment that it might be something more personal, something a little more than skin deep. According to a 2021 University of Buffalo study, employers are more likely to give candidates with attractive photographs more opportunities and higher positions. We live in a society that puts beauty above all else, which fails to recognize people for who they are and what they offer. In her state final round speech, Katherine Jackson criticizes our image-obsessed culture that keeps us all starved. Bring on the Cheesecake by Katherine Jackson. I don't know how many times I've heard some healthy, attractive individual proclaim that they would do anything just to lose 15 pounds. Hello, we live in America, the land of plenty, the land of opportunity, the land of a $33 billion diet industry. People all over the world are starving, and yet here we are, spending ridiculous amounts of money so people can tell us, don't eat. And then we get into the fad diets. Between the cabbage soup diet, the Atkins low carb diet, the grapefruit/fruit juice diet, the metabolism diet, and the Russian Air Force diet, it actually exists. It seems that all Americans ever do is diet. In fact, at any one time, half of all teenage girls in America are dieting, if they're eating at all. People magazine recently did a cover story entitled "Wasting Away," which chronicled eating disorders among female college students. It opened by talking about an incident in 1996 in which sandwich bags disappeared in mass quantities from the kitchen of a college sorority house. Upon investigation, the sandwich bags were found hidden in a basement bathroom, filled with vomit. These popular, successful girls were making themselves sick in order to conform to the types of bodies they saw portrayed in the movies and on TV. Interestingly enough, in the very same issue, People magazine ran a photo of Mariah Carey with a caption discussing how Mariah scarcely squeezed into a designer dress for the Oscars. They denounce eating disorders and say that what matters is truly inside, and yet, in the same breath, they denounce a celebrity for gaining a couple pounds. Now, what kind of message does that send? We must think about what kind of messages we are sending. Professor Theresa Thompson recently did a class project in her communications course at the University of Dayton, in which the students studied magazines for girls ages 8 to 18. The messages: beauty, body, and boys. In discussing the body, the magazines did not talk about health and fitness, but rather spoke of looking good and what one could do to look better. Eating disorders were viewed as a problem, not because of their health risks, but because of their effect on your hair, skin, and nails. One quiz even invited readers to discover if they were a brain or a beauty, implying that the two are mutually exclusive. In pursuing the magazine rack at your local Kroger, you might come across articles such as "A Better Body in 30 Days," "The Easy Way to a Flat Stomach," and 101 best clothing tips. It might surprise you to know that all of these articles come from men's magazines. Tolstoy once said, "Nothing has such a striking impact on a man's development as his appearance." Men fall victim to this artificial concept of beauty just as readily as women. Men spend an estimated $9.5 billion a year on cosmetics and plastic surgery. It is a proven fact that tall men earn $600 more per inch. Hello, NBA. And every day, men are bombarded with media images of tall, muscular, manly men, when in reality, the average man is, well, average. Featured twice on the list of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people of the year, a plus-size supermodel who simply goes by the name Emmy states that, "If we can't see ourselves as we truly are, we can never present ourselves as we wish to be seen." How do you wish to be seen? In a study of the American ideal of beauty by Vogue columnist Charles Gandy, one female panel member proclaimed that if she could just look like actress Uma Thurman for a week, she could die happy. Another panel member said that any woman who says that she wouldn't like to look like Pamela Anderson, at least for a single day, is lying. We live in a society that values silicone and appearances over intelligence and compassion. We are so preoccupied with our appearance that we forget that true beauty isn't something you can buy. As the Oil of Olay commercial says, it's not about looking beautiful, it's about feeling beautiful. Plato describes beauty as an everlasting loveliness, which neither comes nor goes, neither flowers nor fades. The beauties of the body are as nothing to the beauties of the soul. Throughout history, we as a society have changed our minds a myriad of times about what we consider beautiful. And we have arrived at this false, inhuman ideal of starvation and artificiality. If we want to change our society's concept of beauty into something more natural, realistic, and healthy, it has to start here. It starts with me, and it starts with you. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote that we travel the world to find the beautiful. We must carry it with us, or we find it not. I urge all of us to seek true beauty in our lives, to be healthy and to be beautiful, but know that true beauty truly comes from the inside. And with that, I say bring on the cheesecake.
You know you were able to shine.